Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Anime Mega Reviews, and today I'm back at you guys with another Black Clover chapter review video. Again, this is not the official chapter release. This is just the spoilers that you can find on Twitter. So definitely check that out if you have some time. So the chapter opens up with our boy Nacht talking to the Black Bulls. And also, guys, just for FYI, I do have these panels arranged and not exact as like an order per se as the original chapter would be out. So if you do see some panels when you look at the official and it's kind of different from my video, it's sort of like so I can kind of have a better way of talking about the chapter so that it's not always going to be in order, but I guess it just works for me. So back to it, Nacht is talking to the Black Bulls, and the Black Bulls are pretty distraught. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. They've looked very miserable, and as they should. However, our boy Nacht, this is the case of character development that he has had for literally the past almost like 100 chapters. Our boy Nacht has finally surpassed being a jerk to everyone. He sort of is still a jerk, but he's more so like encouraging, because all the Black Bulls, they're like, so is Asta really dead? Because for them, they can't really believe it, because you guys have to remember, Asta has been the heart and soul of the Black Bulls ever since he came to the Black Bulls, literally almost 3 years ago in terms of like the manga's timeline. He's everybody's friend. He's everybody's confidant. He's everybody's like pretty much brother, and he's dead. And they just cannot believe it. However, Nacht, he's coming with the encouragement. He's telling them, look, guys, Asta, he was mortally wounded. He was transported or essentially erased with spatial magic. However, unless I actually see his dead body, I don't believe that he's dead. Like, literally Nacht says this to like the Black Bulls. He pretty much just like calms him down and says, look, unless I see his actual dead body, his dead corpse, I do not believe that he is dead. And that really encourages the Black Bulls. And sort of some people may say that Yami's the one who's supposed to do this, but at the end of the day, Yami, I don't really think that he's in the right mental space to just encourage them right now. And Yami usually is a pretty good motivator. He's pretty much like the captain, not the captain, but he is the captain of the Black Bulls. But yet right now, he's just distraught. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably like the worst that we've ever seen Yami. So in this panel right here, like, I know I'm late to it, but we see our boy Asta. He is okay. You know, we saw this from last chapter. He had survived, but he awakens and he's in a completely different room than he's ever been in his entire life. Like, we have to remember, Black Clover has like a lot of medieval themes, like castles and dungeons and stuff like that. He's waking up in a completely different, like, just architecture. You know, it's all like Japanese. It's all like Asian culture. When you look at just the buildings and everything, and he wakes up and he sees this guy who looks just like Yami. Now, allegedly, this is supposed to be Yami's best friend. I would more so be like, well, this Yami's like, I don't know, brother or cousin, because they look just alike. And I don't think that Yuki Tabata has drawn that for no reason. I believe that this is very, definitely, I want to say like purposeful, because even if we look at like Asta's scar on his chest, and you guys are actually going to see it later, it actually mirrors when Yuki Tabata had drew Asta sort of like looking like Luffy, or not looking like Luffy, but had Luffy's clothes on from One Piece, and he had a scar across his chest. So I would definitely believe that Yuki Tabata was foreshadowing the scar that would eventually be on Asta's chest. You're going to see it right here. And so it's definitely pretty awesome to see Asta in a different environment. We finally get to see the land of the rising sun, which is pretty great to see in the Black Clover universe. Because I was wondering, like, yeah, medieval architecture and just like the medieval themes, it's okay, but where's the Japanese influence? Like, I really wanted to see that. And I'm happy to finally see it drawn. And Yuki Tabata has done an amazing job. Like, I really just want to say that. And also, in case you guys are wondering, like, where's Libe? He's actually being healed in like another area in the land of the rising sun. They didn't exactly say specifically where he's at, but he's not currently with Asta. So that's one thing to think about as we really go through this chapter. And the one thing that I already like about this new character, and his name is going to come out soon. Like, I was reading his name, I was like, I don't really know how to pronounce this yet, so I'm going to wait for other people to do it. He's more like a calm and cool collector type of guy, and he tells Asta that he essentially knows everything that's happened in the outside world, including everything about Asta. And he says, I guess he has like some type of magic with his eye. You know, it kind of reminds me of like Norse mythology, with when we look at like Odin and his all-seeing eye. So that's pretty awesome. Maybe Yuki Tabata might have like a connection with that. But he also says that, look, Asta, you had your heart broken. You were mortally wounded. If you go back right now and try to fight Lucius, you're going to lose. Like, he pretty much just flat out states to Asta, you will definitely not win. Because we know our boy Asta, like, he want to, like, go back. He's like, yo, I'm ready for round 2. He's like, yo, you ain't even got the strength nor skill to even take this guy out. Like, you're conflicted. And Asta is very conflicted because, of course, he's fighting against Lucius, but at the same time, he knows that Julius is still in there somewhere. So it's a very, like, conflicting fight when he's going to go up against Lucius again, because he knows that if he kills Lucius, that could also mean potentially killing Julius as well. So I really want to see how Asta's going to, you know, really just go through those emotions and just that whole, like, heartache of what might actually happen. And definitely, I know that people will complain about the writing because they're like, how is he able to understand Asta's language? How are they able to understand each other? He knows how to speak the language of, I guess, like the Clover Kingdom of, or whatever continent that they're in. Maybe his eye can teach him that. Like, I just, you know, for some things, for writing purposes and story purposes, you just have to fling them together. Like, there's no logical reason for it. And if there was a logical reason, he'll have to create a whole new chapter of Asta, like, learning the language and him learning the language. It's all going to be just too much. And Yukitsubara really don't have all the time in the world for that. So, yeah. In this panel right here, we have, man, Yukitsubara. Let's just give him a round of applause. This man is so versatile. The drawings have gotten better. The architecture in the manga has gotten better. Like, just everything looks clean and crisp. Our boy Yuki is going ham. Like, he is really going 100% Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan. Let's give him a round of applause. He wants the crown. He wants to be known as one of the best manga writers of all time. Not the best, but one of the best. That's definitely his goal, because you can tell by how much effort he puts into his writing. And hopefully he gets there one day. I think he's on the right track, and hopefully Black Clover gets some more traction. But, man, I'm just loving the artwork. I'm loving the scenery. Man, look. Yuki, he definitely needed that break because he pulled something out of the bag that we could never even imagine. And even from the way that he's been drawing the characters' emotions so far in this arc, it's been A1. And we see our boy Asta, he is wide-eyed. He just wants to explore this new world. Like, this man's is pretty much isekai'd into the land of the rising sun. You just love to see it. But anyway, guys, that does it for me tonight. Black Clover is on fire. It's definitely on fire. And, you know, just warms my heart to see that. But as always, if you're new, subscribe to my channel and comment down below and tell me what you guys loved about this video. Like, definitely fill up that comment section. Let's get the like button going. It does well for the algorithm. You guys know I definitely will respond. And as always, have a wonderful night and peace.